Welcome to QVC TV 22. It's your girl Millie Maddness here on 30 Minutes of Madness, and I'm here with my special guest artist and illustrator, George Perez. Help me welcome George.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor and pleasure to have you on my show.
Thank you for having me, Millie. It's really exciting to be here. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. I can't wait to get into it. So let's get this party started, shall we? All right. So tell me, George, tell me a little bit about how you got started and what is your expertise?
Okay, well, my expertise is being an artist and illustrator. I've been doing that professionally for over 50 years. Wow. And the passion for artwork started when I was 5, 6 years old, living in Manhattan.
Yes.
Born and raised in Manhattan, and moved to Vineland when I was about 16, 17.
Wow. What part of Manhattan? Because I lived in Manhattan for 15 years.
Well, they call it Alphabet City. Avenue D and 12th Street by the East River, you know, a little ways from the Brooklyn Bridge, you know, in the projects.
Oh, phenomenal.
Really, yeah.
I was all the way on the other side. I was in Washington Heights up on 155 in Riverside.
Yes,
so I was up there.
All the way.
yeah, the whole opposite direction. Yeah.
How about that?
Fantastic. So I could imagine the city had a big influence.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because, well, you know, just a 10-minute walk was the Village.
Yes.
Where Washington Square, where they used to have the artists display their artwork during the summer. They would have square dancing lessons outside, which is unusual for a kid from the city.
Yeah.
My dad would get us together for Sunday night. We go square dancing in the middle of New York. But it was so nice to see the different arts being displayed there, from jazz music to singing. They'd have quartets singing at the Village, you know, under trees and just improvising. And they had poets and they had artists. I mean, it was just a really wonderful experience. And at the time, when I used to go there, like I said, about 7, 8 years old, but I wish I paid a little bit more attention at that age, because that way you're like this, you know, square dance, popcorn, soda, and, you know. But it was a nice experience.
So then at that point, you're 7, 8 years old, the city is rich in art and history, and you're absorbing all of this, and as time goes, do you decide to get into it as far as school? Is it a hobby, or how did it grow? How did you grow into it?
Millie, it's really hard to explain. I guess I've always had that passion in me to be an artist, and it just developed as I grew older. I made a decision early in life to say, I want to be an artist. I want to, you know, have my work in museums. At 7 years old, I'm thinking this stuff. I want to be printed in magazines, because all my favorite kind of artwork was in comic books and magazine covers and TV guide covers. So then I said, that's what I want to do, because I love to draw. And that's all I did. So there was no time where I said, well, I'm making the decision. I'm gonna do this. No, it started way back. It was always there.
How phenomenal. And you know, I think it's really amazing that, like, you absorbed all of the art, and it was kind of always in you, and you always knew. Now, was anybody in your family into the arts? Oh,
my dad was. He was a wonderful artist, my father.
Really?
And my mother was very, very good with a seamstress. She used to make our shirts. She used to make our clothes. And very good with that. My dad was very good. He took classes in the late 50s in architecture.
Wow.
And plus he drew beautifully, and in the Army he used to letter numbers on the guys' helmets. So there's some artistic background in the family. And from what I understand, he told me there were uncles, also his uncles, that dabbled in the arts in Puerto Rico.
Wow. So this was something that was in the blood, not only in your surroundings in New York, but within your family too.
It was God-given from who knows how far back. But that was the influence with my father, and of course, you know, the city, all the good stuff that they provided. So it was nice.
So what were some of the the exhibits or some of the highlights in your artistic career?
Well, my dad took me. It was all my father that really, because mom was stay-at-home mom, and she was busy doing her thing.
Yes.
And my dad worked 2 jobs, so it was difficult for him to take me anywhere during the week. But if you had a Saturday off, or on a Sunday especially, we'd go to like the Metropolitan Museum of Art or the Brooklyn Museum. But mostly it was, you know, to Washington Square, where they have the little galleries there. And then, like I said before, the artists would come out and display their works right on the sidewalk. And it was just so enlightening to me, and just built up my juices to do better in art, you know, seeing all the different styles and all the different flavors of art, and got me thinking, you know, I want to do this.
Yeah, and what was the point from I want to do this to I'm doing this? Like, what were some of the maybe exhibits that you've done or showcased your work? What were some?
Well, at that time, back in 1967, 68, it was an art teacher at our school. I went to a parochial school from kindergarten to 8th grade. There was an art teacher that would come once a week and give us art lessons, and she saw in me something that could be nurtured. Yeah. Where at the time I just liked to draw.
Yeah.
You know, and I was open to every kind of artwork that was available. And so she opened doors for me to exhibit works at the Catholic Youth Organization back in the early 60s, and I was able to display some artwork that I did in the classroom. And then she would showcase it there at the special events. You know, thinking back, I can't remember where. Well, I know it was in the middle of the city on 5th Avenue. They would have like an art show, art exhibit, and they would pick certain kids from certain schools. And I was blessed to be picked to be a part of that. And here I was. My dad got me a new blue suit, you know, and my mom and dad sitting in the audience, and here we're in the middle of 5th Avenue with these tall, beautiful buildings, and there I am actually painting on the spot with photographers and people, and they even gave me a little medal, you know, from the CYO. That was big time.
Yeah.
And from that art teacher, she was able to get me a sign-up sheet to enroll in the High School of Art and Design in New York, which is like the sister school to the Performing Arts School. I remember the show Fame.
Yes.
That was about the performing arts. I went to the Visual Arts School. There I have no show for that one.
Right.
But she was able to get me an entrance exam to go to that.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's when things started, you know, kick-started into learning more about the arts and wanted to do that as a living. You know?
Oh, wow. And that is had to be such an incredible experience, because now you're in a school that you're doing what you love, and you're surrounded by other people that
That's
are
exactly
also
it. Other
doing
kids
so
that
now
loved
you're
artwork.
really in it.
Right, I'm really
Full
into
on.
it, and there were other kids that had the same interests as I did, because where I lived in the neighborhood, I think there weren't very many art kids.
Yeah.
There were basketball kids, there were stickball kids, there was skating kids, but art kids, that's just me.
Yeah.
But to
Unless
be in the
you found
school,
the graffiti kids.
yeah, they were there, but it was against the law back then. So it wasn't an art form back in those days. There was like a crime. So I didn't want to be in that crowd, but it was cool. So what happened was, my outlet was, you know, just doing it at home.
Yeah.
And because I wasn't those other kids that did those other things, I just concentrated on artwork. I used to draw chalk drawings on the sidewalk. Back when chalk drawing, you know, it was just a kid thing, but I would do elaborate paintings and drawings on the sidewalk with chalk.
Wow.
And the kids would gather around, and I'd say, oh my gosh, they really like my artwork, and I would do these. I once did the Last Supper in chalk. And I was 8, 9 years old in the front of our building where we lived. right smack in the front. I did the Last Supper, of all things, because we went to a Catholic church.
Yeah.
So my dad used to show me beautiful paintings from, you know, the Sistine Chapel and from different churches, and we had the big giant family Bible, but in them were paintings, and I would look at the paintings. And so I would mimic that. And so the chalk art,
something
right smack in the middle of the city, with the kids with the stickball and the this and the that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So,
how incredible is that? So, you know, oh man, I just have so much, like, I want to get into. So, I want to fast forward to today, but we're gonna take a quick commercial break, when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about fast forward from New York to today and all the great things that you have coming up in our community and that you've been involved in. I'm really excited.
I'm looking forward to that.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break and commercial. We'll be back with more of George Perez and his amazing art when we come back. See you in a bit.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Hi, this is Ben Laurie from Ben's ProServe. Are you looking to save money on your utility bills? As one of South Jersey's sources for the New Jersey Clean Energy Program, we can install insulation and an efficient heating and air conditioning system for you with up to $4,000 in rebates and up to $10,000 in 0% financing to help you save even more. Call us today at 856-500-3222 or visit besttocallben.com.
We insure the unexpected. Beyond the Insurance, 696-0700.
If you haven't been to Bruni's Breakfast and Burgers yet, what are you waiting for? They offer a unique and fresh take on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Formerly Torelli's and Billy D's, they are keeping tradition alive with their version of the special sauce. Burgers and breakfast served all day. With your busy schedule in mind, they offer takeout and fast and friendly eat-in service. Call 856-765-5063 and they'll have your order ready and waiting for you. Check them out on Facebook to see the menu and their rave reviews. Bruni's Breakfast and Burgers is located in the Millville Arts District, 423 North High Street.
Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer has everything you need to keep your livestock happy and healthy. They've got food, medications, grooming supplies, treats, and toys for animals of all sizes. For indoor pets or outdoor pasture, Cedar Lane Feeds has you covered. Farmers, be sure to stop by on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. for their weekly livestock auction. Cedar Lane Feeds is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer.
Welcome back to 30 Minutes of Madness. Here it's your girl Millie Maddness on QBC TV 22, and I'm here with my special guest, Mr. George Perez, the artist and illustrator.
Thank you.
So
it is madness here.
It is madness. Join the madness. We love it. So let me ask you, I mean, you've done so many amazing things. We followed you from a child all the way to upbringing the New York culture and upbringing, the history and family and everything like that. So I'd like to fast forward to today. What are some of the things that you're currently working on in this area?
Oh gosh, these past couple of years have been so whirlwind for me because I've been asked to do special commissions for different people. As a matter of fact, I just finished a portrait of Sergeant Dominic Pilla, which was presented to his family for the opening of the Dominic Pilla School in Vineland.
Yes, and that was
that was
huge.
really something that was very overwhelming, but what an honor to be a part of that. And recently, right now, as of now, I'm working on a mural which is going to be done right in Center City, Vineland, in the Boulevard, for the Vineland District Improvement, Vineland Downtown Improvement District, whose executive director is Russ Swanson. He had asked me if I would do a mural to commemorate the 5 branches of the military. It's a military mural I'm doing.
Wow.
And also to dedicate it to those serving who have served and for the POWs. And I've been asked to use some interns, some kids in school, to give them a little experience on how to work, you know, what it is to work on a mural. So I have some students under me who will be working with me, and you know, we're working together and make this thing happen.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, Millie, I brought over a concept drawing of the mural, which will be dedicated Veterans Day. Yes, I think it's Veterans Day. And I have, if I may show the actual.
Please do, please.
Okay,
How exciting.
You need the wide angle lens.
Yeah.
You hold on this side.
Wow.
See, right here, that's what the finished mural is to be.
Woo.
Okay, it's stars and stripes all the way.
That is
And we have the 5 branches represent, and of course, we the people, the preamble, and the POW, and from beginning to today.
Wow.
I think
Statue of Liberty, everything.
But it's an honor to do this for the military. My dad was in the Army.
Really?
Back in the Korean War. Yeah, he is a veteran.
So what an honor.
We need to put more attention to the veterans out there, because they're out there, and when you see them, I can't help but thank them.
Yeah.
And thank them not only for their service, but for their hearts, that they gave their hearts, and many gave their lives also.
Yes.
So we need to really elevate that.
Oh my God,
But thank you very much. Don't cry on the drawing. Baby.
I know. What a
There's a drop. But thank you for allowing me to show that.
Wow,
That's the exciting thing.
Thank you for showing this.
Sure.
Oh, wow. This is incredible, amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And like I said, I've also done private commissioned work for clients, you know, portraits of family members, mayors I've done, you know, in Vineland and in Buena Vista. Recently, I did a portrait for a gentleman who owns a funeral parlor in Vineland, and I painted his dad, who was the founder, and that was very humbling experience also. So things we're busy, and I'm utilizing what the Lord has given me to just do the work and make a difference.
Wow, I would say so. And you know, I think it's just so incredible how you're able to kind of bring to life, let's say, you know, a painting, and it's something that is really touches the soul, especially meaningful things like this. Art is such a beautiful expression, and when you do it well as yourself, it's just so meaningful.
I think you hit the nail on the head. It's an expression, your feeling being shared to enhance somebody else's feelings, because I look at these jobs not as a job where you do the job and you get paid and you go on to the next one.
Right.
It's opportunities for you to interact, to hear the stories on the other side, especially with Sergeant Pilla.
Yeah.
And with the gentleman who's when I do the posthumous portraits of people that passed on, where they give you the story of their background, where you don't even know the person you're painting.
Right.
And they give you a photograph to go by, but they give you a little bit more background. And I like to hear a little bit more of what they were about and who they were, because that counts in it.
Yes, it's
So
like
it's
you
not-
connect with the story,
Right.
and then you bring it to life, and you
Yeah.
paint it, and then people connect with the painting.
It's
and
not so black and white. It's very deep.
Yeah, it is very deep.
And you want to do your best with that, because it's people's feelings they're sharing with you, and you take those feelings and you project it to the canvas, where you really have to paint. When they say you paint with your heart, you paint with love, cook with love.
Yeah.
How do you cook this?
Yeah.
With love.
Yeah.
So how do you
That's the
paint
secret
this
ingredient.
with love, and care, and paint with joy? You know what I mean? You can't be all kind of half-baked with your artwork. You got to paint with joy and with passion, because you're going to give them a product that they want to see, not something that you want to do. It's something
Right.
that they want to see.
Wow.
Am I getting too deep?
Wow, I'm so into it. I'm so into it. So, if somebody was interested in reaching out to you for some commission work, like what's the best way to go about that?
The best way is they can email me.
Okay.
And my email is gparts82@yahoo.com. gparts82@yahoo.com.
Okay. gparts
82
82
@yahoo.com.
at yahoo.com.
Email me. They tell me what they need, and then we'll take it from there, as far as setting up appointments and talking about what they're looking for.
Okay. I truly think you need a hotline. You need a 1-800 number.
Whoa! Is that expensive?
Like, because
Millie,
so
just pass
many
the word.
people-
You be my 1-800. Let people know.
Because so many people want to, are definitely into what you're doing and are
Thank
going to
you.
want
That's
you
very
to.
nice to hear. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was so fun
No, it's my
having you
pleasure.
on the show and getting to know you and all the great things that you're doing. There's so much more. I definitely want to have you back on the show at a later time.
Oh, that'd be
and
wonderful.
catch up with you and what you're up to and all of that. So I
I'll be
look
looking
forward to that.
So would I. Thank you, Millie, so much for having me. And I just want to give my wife a shout out.
Absolutely.
Baby, look, I'm on the Tonight Show. Oh, wait a
on
minute, this is
TV.
madness, not Tonight Show. Hey, sweetheart, I'll be home soon. My wife, Donna.
Hey, how are you? Great. Thank you again for coming on the show. It's been great. And again, we definitely want to have you on the show. And I look forward to seeing that come to life and all the great things that you're doing. Keep up the good work.
that.
You have an amazing talent.
Thank
Super
you.
blessed. Thank you for sharing it with
Thank
everyone.
you so much. You're
Thank
so
you.
nice. I appreciate
Thank
that
you.
very much. Thank you.
All right, so there you have it. What a great story. I mean, I can't say enough about it. Definitely email, follow, just check it out, because it's what an honor, what an artistic expression at its best. So join us. 30 Minutes of Madness here. It's your girl Millie Maddness, and I'll see you soon here on QVC TV 22. Peace.
The Cumberland County Improvement Authority is here to help all of us to enjoy the rich, rural landscapes where we live. Follow the leader and reach for paper bags or bags made from cloth to hold groceries and shopping items. Together with the CCIA, we can all begin to change the plastic pollution to the bags from natural materials solution. The Cumberland County Improvement Authority is a great partner to help us all turn away from using plastic bags to living as New Jersey coastal dwellers who prefer our beaches and waterways to be plastic free. Visit the Cumberland County Improvement Authority online at ccia-net.com for tips on the ways we can all make to move away from plastic.
You desire only the best, and when it comes to the best, dreams start here. Get your real estate license today at Elite Advantage Real Estate Academy, making dreams reality.
Gary's Landscaping, one cut above the rest. For heavy-duty jobs to small lawns, Gary's got you covered. From brush hauls to big overalls, leaf removal in the fall, snow removal in the winter, Gary's Landscaping is your choice for all. No yards too big or too small, Gary can handle them all. Give him a call at 856-305-3574. And remember, Gary's Landscaping, one cut above the rest.
The Levoy Theater is celebrating its 6th anniversary in the heart of Millville's downtown arts district. This year, we invite you to discover our season of your favorite Broadway-style productions. Subscriptions are available now, and if you call or go online today, this whole season can be yours to enjoy with your family and friends. The Levoy Theater, where community and the arts come together.
Insure the unexpected. Beyond the Insurance, 696-0700.
Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer has everything you need to keep your livestock happy and healthy. They've got food, medications, grooming supplies, treats, and toys for animals of all sizes. For indoor pets or outdoor pasture, Cedar Lane Feeds has you covered. Farmers, be sure to stop by on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. for their weekly livestock auction. Cedar Lane Feeds is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer.
If you haven't been to Bruni's Breakfast and Burgers yet, what are you waiting for? They offer a unique and fresh take on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Formerly Torelli's and Billy D's, they are keeping tradition alive with their version of the special sauce. Burgers and breakfast served all day. With your busy schedule in mind, they offer takeout and fast and friendly eat-in service. Call 856-765-5063 and they'll have your order ready and waiting for you. Check them out on Facebook to see the menu and their rave reviews. Bruni's Breakfast and Burgers is located in the Millville Arts District, 423 North High Street.